Lord Loomer, you big bobblehead, don't you ever talk about my old lady like that. I know you ain't talking about nobody ghetto when you walk around looking like Jigsaw. You should not ever fix your BBL filled lips to ever speak about Jasmine Crockett ever again a day in your life. You do not have an education. You got a head full of helium.
Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to Vibe Reacts. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please follow, like and share the video. So today we are going to look at a Jewish woman by the name Loomer, who sees herself as an journalist, but mostly people see her like as an activist, you see, who does things to get attention. Over the years, this lady, Loomer, has been banned from the social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Why? Because of her hateful remarks towards immigrants, Muslims, and mostly Black people. Are we together? On the other side, let's move smoothly to Jasmine Crockett, who is a lawyer and also a politician representing Texas 30th Street in the US Congress. Now this lady, she's someone who is known for her confidence. She's someone that can stand up for herself, someone that she's never afraid to challenge others. Now you see, Loomer went on social media and she posted a public insult to Jasmine, telling her she's a black ghetto bitch who hates America. Now I don't want even to take much of your time. Let's quickly jump into the video and come back for the discussion.
This is why you don't create a safe space for racists. So Loomer decided to go on the internet to call Jasmine Crockett a ghetto black B-word. So if you don't know who Loomer is, it's this bitch. Because Laura was upset that Jasmine Crockett called it what it is. He said watching her colleagues side with a bigot and a racist was disheartening. So Loomer used her jigsaw face to go ahead and call Jasmine Crockett outside her name. And then she tried to use a misrepresentation of AAVE using words like funna, and mind you, she was using it wrong. She obviously doesn't understand the vernacular enough to even use it. She was just using it to be disrespectful. But this is what I'm talking about. These racist people have no space in our society. All they do is block progress and talk about bathrooms. And for all 95 Democrats that signed to get Charlie Kirk a holiday, are your Republican buddies gonna sign to make sure that the Epstein list is released? Or were you just used as a pawn for their game? And where are the 95 Democrats who signed to get Charlie Kirk his holiday? Are you gonna talk about how this type of behavior is inappropriate?
Lord Loomer, you big bobblehead, don't you ever talk about my old lady like that. I know you ain't talking about nobody ghetto when you walk around looking like Jigsaw. You should not ever fix your BBL filled lips to ever speak about Jasmine Crockett ever again a day in your life. You do not have an education. You got a head full of helium. You don't have half of the educational credentials that Jasmine Crockett got. You got a head full of helium, a heart full of hate, and a face full of BBL meat. I don't ever want to hear you talking about nobody ever again. You look like you snuck into a human body. You look like a lotus or something like that. Just something out of Gears of War that just snuck up from the deep depths of hell. Like you come out every like 17 years or something. You big caravan head cicada. I don't ever want you to talk about Jasmine Crockett ever again. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all be pissing me off. Y'all don't even look at yourself in the mirror before you start to, ain't nothing. Do you know where the term ghetto came from? It came from your heritage.
Loomer having more smoke for Jasmine Crockett than she does Spirit Halloween is funny as fuck. Bitch, they are selling your face and calling this shit the Loomer Goon. On Twitter mad at black women because you asked your surgeon for the Kim K special and they fucked your shit up. That ain't our fault. Calling people ghetto as if your culture didn't originate from hot dog water. Let's stop. And I was a little scared to make this video out of fear that you might be standing at the edge of my bed at 3 a.m. But you know what? YOLO. You felt ugly and insecure, and the only space that you were ever welcomed in was one that only liked you because of the color of your skin. People that cannot find friends, people that cannot find spaces where they can fit in life will do anything for any type of attention that makes them feel better. Before Laura obtained her many many surgeries. She was your average, regular, schmegular white girl. Not really anything to offer in the looks department, not really anything to offer in the brain department, not really anything to offer in the fashion sense. The only thing that she seen that may have been of any value was the color of her skin. So she pandered to hate groups out of number one, jealousy, and to make herself feel better. Don't be like Laura.
Laura Loomer. When I tell you, racism is not good for your skin. No one could have ever made me believe that Laura Loomer is 32 years old. Like, she's aging in dog years. All that racism, you should let it go and moisturize. I know you're jealous of Jasmine, right? You know, college graduate, law degree, a doctorate of law practice. You could never. But one thing you can do is fix that skin. You're a hard 32, ma'am. A hard 32. Jasmine Crockett is damn near 10 years older than you. You could have never in a million years made me believe that. So not only is racism expensive, it is horrible.
When a black congresswoman calls out racism and the response is to call her a ghetto black bee, that's not debate, that's racist silencing. Laura Loomer has once again leaned on racism as her weapon of choice. After Representative Jasmine Crockett criticized a House resolution honoring Charlie Kirk, Loomer launched a tirade calling her a ghetto black bee and mocking her with the nickname DEI Shaniqua. These aren't just insults, they're racialized slurs loaded with stereotypes meant to degrade black women, painting them as unrefined, dangerous, and undeserving of power. This is part of a long pattern. Loomer has repeatedly used racial coding, mocking nicknames, and derogatory labels to attack black women in politics. Why does this matter? Because when someone with a platform uses racist language against a member of Congress, it doesn't stay personal. It sets norms. It tells the public that racist attacks are acceptable in political discourse. And history shows us what happens when this becomes normalized. From Jim Crow caricatures to the systemic silencing of black voices in leadership, Representative Crockett is not intimidated, but the broader impact is real. Racism disguised as political commentary emboldens hate and discourages participation by those already underrepresented.
Welcome back, guys. You know, guys, I've come to realize that most black women who are leaders, they're disrespected compared to men. And do you know why? Because you find that most black women who are leaders, they're harshly judged. And not only because they're leaders, not because of that, also because they're black. And such labels like loud ghetto women, they really sentence, they really sentence their silence. Let me just say that. And when they stand up and they speak up for themselves, we picture them as black aggressive women, treated as if they do not belong to power anymore, even when they are highly educated and experienced. My people, it's high time we stop this kind of things. You know, it really disgusts me a lot when I see a woman is an enemy for a woman. That thing really kills me badly. Because tell me why you'll see a woman who is successful, like in this situation, you'll find Laura Loomer, who is 32 years old. I feel like she's jealous of this lady, of Jasmine. Jasmine is a successful woman. She's a civil rights fighter. She's what else? She's a lawyer. She's a respected congresswoman. And on the other side, instead of Laura Loomer to be clapping at the lady, instead of her giving the lady flowers that she deserves, instead of Laura Loomer to feel inspired by whatever this lady is doing, she's busy destroying. As I told you, her work is to destroy and tear down. That is something that is very, very disgusting as a woman. Well, I can't help but think that some part of Loomer's anger, it's coming from comparison, whereby she feels like she hasn't achieved whatever Jasmine has, and instead of her working hard, she's busy lashing the lady out. This is something that is so bad. Guys, I'm telling you, jealousy is something that is very bad. Jealousy poisons heart. Instead of like maybe she's like maybe asking the lady, how did you do it to get up to there? She's busy telling the lady that, no, that's something so bad. Guys, success is not a competition at all. There's enough space for all of us. Enough space, my people. So don't rush, don't feel jealous on other people. Do not. Your time is coming. You just need to work hard and smart. It is absolutely unacceptable for Laura Loomer or anyone else to come and attack on Jasmine simply because you do not agree with her views. Sometimes I feel like disagreement in politics should never open a door whereby personal insults are welcomed, especially against a leader, a sitting member in the US Congress who has given her time, her energy, and herself to serve the American people. This is so hurting. And worst of it all is that I really wonder, still in this 21st century, we are still addressing issues like racism. Really, as I told you earlier, Laura Loomer had been banned from the social media platform. I guess now you can see the reasons why she had to be banned from social media, because you can't tell me this kind of hateful remarks, they can make you feel good. No, they'll create a safe environment for you. You'll feel like you're not even loved. You feel like you're not even among other people. That's why you get in situations whereby in schools you find that schools of black people, of black communities, you'll find that there are few resources, their classrooms is overcrowded, and you cannot compare that with the one of the white people. You also talk about medical health care system. You find that as black people, we get poor medical care, and you cannot compare our medical care with the ones of the white people. You also talk about jobs, whereby you find when we black people we start stomaching and looking for jobs, it is very difficult, very hard for us to get jobs compared to the white people. For the white applicant, for them it is very easy. And you see, when we black people, when we get that job, when we get that offer, when we get that opportunity, we are underpaid simply because of color, because I am black. And this is something that I feel like in this 21st century, we should not be addressing such kind of issues. We are way past that. Let's focus on other things. Thank you so much, my people, for watching the video. Let me know on the comment section what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're team Laura Loomer, who your work is to attack black people. Let me know if you're on team Jasmine, whereby you're that type of a girl who anyone can want, who everyone is admiring. I mean, let me know in the comment section. And please don't forget to follow my channel, subscribe, share the video, share the information, spread it, or let it reach many people. Thank you so much. One love.